Okay, so as I'm speaking, Nottingham Forest are winning, so that goes my prediction out the window.
This life goes, that's how it fucking is.
Tomorrow will be one of the biggest games I will ever watch in my life against Arsenal. I'm an angel. Just find something. Ah, bye. A little bit of nudity, eh? Go see my arm. Just look at that. Oh man, this is. Yeah. Okay, it kind of works. So tomorrow is a big game between Manchester United and Arsenal. Arsenal are very good right now. Like, how are Arsenal top of the league? And like, Arsenal are at the top of the league for the one like the first 6 or 7 games for the first time since the Invincible season. So like, I'm hearing a lot of people saying, "Oh, they're gonna go invincible. Oh, Man United are gonna lose." Um, I don't think they're going to lose, and I also don't think they're going to win. So I'm a Man United fan, so it might be a bit biased, but it have to be biased. So before I get to that game, we'll cover a few little games that will be there before. In fact, I was supposed to do this yesterday to correctly predict that Liverpool would win the Merseyside derby, which they didn't. Um, so I guess I'm just gonna do Arsenal anyway. So Arsenal, right? 6 game unbeaten streak. Beat the likes of Fulham. Who else did they beat? Shit, I don't know who else they beat. But I know they're pretty smooth. Alexander Zinchenko is doing what Kieran Tierney or Nuno Tavares was supposed to do last season, and he's doing it good. William Saliba is like what the second coming of Sai Kolasinac before 2017, and you are seeing a youthful Arsenal take over the league. Like this is one of the youngest Arsenal sides that have ever played at the Premier League. Okay, not ever played, but like you know what I mean. It's a bit tough. Okay, at least. So like, you know what I mean? Arsenal are like fielding out children. You got Bukayo Saka and Martin Odegaard, who isn't old. Like I had to Google this. He's actually like 23. I was shocked. Wait, 23 or 25? I think between that. And he's been around since Bells. And you also have Gabriel Jesus, who's also like in his 20s. You've got old heads like Shogun. I mean, yeesh, was I about to say Mustafi? I was about to say Mustafi. You've got people like Granit Xhaka and El Neni, Muhammad El Neni, putting that oldness into the squad. I think Bernd Leno is still there, or he's going to Fulham. I think he's going to Fulham. But yeah, so Arsenal look pretty good preseason. They were slapping everybody like it's fun. While as this the Premier League season has also showed that they got this. I mean, I don't know if Man City just felt like helping out because it's a tangent a little bit. Manchester City have sold three good players to two of their competitors, Arsenal and Chelsea. Raheem Sterling is a good player. He's got his bad games, but I mean, like, I would rather have Raheem Sterling than Marcus Rashford right now. He just scored against Liverpool. But I mean, like, Raheem Sterling is a somewhat better player than Rashford. But anyway, yeah, like, he's doing the most at Chelsea, although he's. And you also have players like Alexander Zinchenko, who I talked about, who's like, you see Zinchenko, yeah. All this time at Man City, he was just, learning his trade. Like the first 4 games with Arsenal, to the moon, To the moon. You also have okay, I don't know a lot of Arsenal players, but I just know that Arsenal are doing bits. Now let's come to the team I actually know of. GGMU. Manchester United started the season off terribly by losing 3-0, was it 2-0 to Brighton, and losing 4-0 to Brentford. 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 But then, Ten Hag finally realized that dealing with the human post box and Harry Maguire, joke, it was kind of like not needed for the squad. So he switched the squad a little, played normal, and we beat Liverpool 2-1 actually, and that was where like Liverpool, yes, have started off terribly, and people will be like, "Oh, you beat them when they were shit," like, but still, Liverpool are still one of the best teams in the Premier League. And they've been consistently one of the best performers in the past 5 years. They are Manchester City's only competition before this season. They have been they have finished second and have they are the only team that have finished second and have now finished second with 96 points. They were losers with 96 points. And also, the season before, they finished with 89 points, and they still didn't win the Premier League. That points tally, those 2 points tallies, would have won you the league. It would have won them the league, like, what, 5 or 6 years ago. That would have beat Chelsea's points tally when they won with Antonio Conte. They would have beat Arsenal's invincible season, and it was just like being mental. So like I don't get it why people are like, no, Liverpool are performing terribly, so that's why it doesn't count. It counts because it's like Liverpool are the best performers in the Premier League overall in all the 38 Premier League games. Whether they start off shit, whether they start off good, they are still one of the best performers in the Premier League. They're like, apart from Manchester City, they're the only team that represent England in the Champions League that reached farther into the competition, winning it in 2019, reaching the quarterfinals in 2020, and oh wait, reaching the final in 2019, reaching the final in 2019 and 2020 where they won it, reaching the quarterfinals in 2021, and then like last season they kind of course they reached the final, and Madrid happened. So you cannot tell me that Liverpool aren't a good team. So that was just me defending Man United beating them. And yeah, we kind of like won against Leicester and Everton, both scoring just one goal. But I mean, that one goal makes the game kind of look useless. But trust me, it was Manchester United at its best. You got possessive football. You got playing from the back. De Gea started off, of course, conceding 6 goals in 2 matches, which you don't want for your starting goalkeeper. But I mean, he's picked himself up, and the past 3 games, he only conceded 1 goal, and that was against Liverpool. So I mean, like, De Gea has performed well. Had an absolutely great save against Leicester City to win us the game. That was a perfect free kick by James Madison. That was going in. That was like when I saw that free kick, I was like, "Fuck, it's 1-1. We did good. We did good. Sayonara." And then he just like, boom, saves it, bro. And you almost in awe, like, yeah, that wasn't supposed to happen. That wasn't supposed to happen, and yet he did it. So he's sort of getting his confidence back. Of course, the fans are backing him. I'm backing him as well. And this game against Arsenal will be interesting. Arsenal are a team that play front foot football. They showed us when they beat us last season at home. When they beat us at the tail end of the season, they showed that they're a team that isn't afraid to attack. They play youngsters, but they're not afraid to go at you. And then we need players that are ready to accept the pressure and like sort of take it back to them and give them the pressure. I think the only way we could beat Arsenal is if we play consecutive football. Is it consecutive? Okay, the word will come later. We need to play, like, sort of play to them, basically. Hear me out. Of course, a lot of people are going to be like, no, Manchester United should go in and just keep going at at Arsenal. But the more we do that, the more gaps we have. It depends if our midfield is, let's say, the midfield we play against Leicester, where Ericsson, Casemiro, and I think it was McTominay. Uh, we are kind of fucked because out of those three players, two are attacking players, and those will always be going up front. Especially Ericsson, you'll be taking people, he'll be making dangerous passes. So if that is our midfield, we cannot rely on Casemiro to like hold everything together. So I think we should play Fred. Yeah, yeah, I know. I can hear the booze. I can hear the oh, you're chatting shit, you're chatting shit. But again, hear me out. As much as Fred isn't that good, but Fred is good at playing holding midfield. I mean, remember when McFred was a thing? Guess who was the holding midfielder amongst those two? Fred. Fred should just realize that he cannot attack. He cannot carry the ball. He cannot make dangerous passes. He cannot make passes that would lead to a goal. He cannot create chances from midfield. He should just realize that, okay, I can run, yes, but I cannot run at the defense. So it's best I should just, stay back. I should be a holding midfielder. I think he should play holding midfield together with Casemiro. I think Casemiro and Fred would play a good double pivot. And then you could have players like Ericsson, and you could have Ericsson and Fernandez in front, who would be the attacking midfielders, of course. So, meaning I would prefer a 4-4-2 or a 4-2-3-1 or 4-1-2-1-2, like have more midfielders in the team so that you could have like two defensive midfielders, i.e. Casemiro and Fred. Then you could have Bruno Fernandes and Ericsson playing as well in a sort of like 1-1 system where Ericsson is behind Fernandes and he could like change midway through the game. And instead of having like wide players and a striker, you could like do what we did against Liverpool where we played Sancho and Rashford as basically left and right strikers. Where yes, they can go when they go out wide because Sancho of course he's a natural wide player, so he'll be on the wide, he'll be wide most of the time. You could sort of have a player like Ericsson who is not good at defending, but he could cover up the gap that Sancho would leave if he goes out wide, if he goes at a defender, and you would have that like good goodness into the team. And of course at the back, I feel like Lissandro Martinez and Varane is like Fernandinho and is the B-Tech of Fernandinho Vidic, the Fernandinho and Vidic days. Because, I mean, they're just playing in sync. I don't know. Maybe they started eating lunch together. Maybe they started hanging out. Or maybe, just maybe, Varane is teaching Martinez English. So, I don't know where this chemistry is coming from, but it is good. So, that should be the starting centre-back pairing. And even though I've given stick to Diego Dalot in the past so many times, I literally called Aaron Wan-Bissaka a better right back than Diego Dalot, but then I'm starting to regret that. I don't know where Dalot's got this from, but it is incredible. I mean, Dalot is one player last season who, yes, he can run. He can run in the channels, but he can't cross. He cannot. He wasn't an attacking threat when he's when he's out on the wing. But then these days he's like, where the fuck is this coming from, bro? Like, where was this last season when we needed it? And then now when we're about to replace you, like, it's time to put on the big boy shoes. What? And also, like, Malacia, I cannot pronounce his first name. I cannot. He's better than Shaw. Wait. I'm hearing this online. Like Shaw is shit compared to Malacia. I mean, let me give credit where credit is due. He's played good in these 2 games he started against Liverpool and actually in these 3 games, Liverpool, Leicester, and also Southampton, right? We played Southampton as well. Yeah. He's been all right. He assisted a goal against Liverpool. He was in behind. He was giving Trent problems. He was giving Robertson problems. He can run. He's a very good defender. He can block, of course. But then there is levels to this shit. There is levels. Like Shaw is a confidence player. Let's get this real. When Ollie was at the wheel, Shaw was
Come on, bro. We're the revolution.
lights on. Yeah, what was that? Oh yeah, it was nicknamed Shoberto Carlos for that same reason. So like, this argument of Malacia is better than Shaw, please, please, please. Malacia is playing good, but don't forget that Shaw is a confidence player. So give him a bit of confidence. Psh, he's playing again. But I don't want him to play against Arsenal because I think Odegaard's just gonna turn him into a spliff. Take it with a spliff, brother. Like Martinelli is going to dribble the hell out of this English player. But I feel like Malacia would hold his ground. He's good at tackling. He's got a good aerial presence for a relatively short man. And I think if Martinelli plays, Martinelli is gonna have a sort of dance, basically. So, what does that mean for the result? What does all this mean for my prediction? Um, I think it's gonna be a draw. An exciting but yet boring 2-2 draw. Right? So like, I have a feeling Arsenal are gonna stop the scoring with if you know what I mean. And I think Bukayo Saka is going to score as well. But yeah, so Arsenal are going to stop scoring and gonna make Man United feel a bit pressured. And this will be like the first time since the Brentford game that Man United will be down 1 goal and would have to reply and sort of like dig themselves out of this hole. So it will see what it'll test the squad, but I still feel like Lissandro will have a good match. He won Manchester United's Player of the Month, the fans' Player of the Month, and I think it's gonna have a good game. Not a clean sheet again. Sad, but it won't be. De Gea is gonna have a. He's gonna be a very busy goalkeeper, and he might make between 6 to 10 saves, uh, because of course you have heavy hitters. I mean, Odegaard's gonna obviously try one from distance. We saw William Saliba try one from distance, and you're gonna have Martinelli coming from the wing, Bukayo from the wing. It's just gonna be a bunch of shots, but I feel the fullbacks are gonna have also a busy day. But yeah, the Man United is gonna nick one before halftime, making it 1-1 at halftime. But um, I have a feeling Sancho is gonna score, or Elanga. Elanga, I think Elanga won't start, but I think he'll score. But later on, when he comes off from for Sancho, so I think Sancho is gonna score, and in the second half is gonna be a different United. They're gonna be tricked into thinking that after scoring to draw the game, they're going to now be tricked. Okay, we need to just keep drilling at Arsenal, but that's not gonna work out because I have a feeling somewhere in the like 50th to 60th minute, an attack from Man United is gonna be misplaced. There'll be a misplaced ball. Odegaard's gonna drive it through, lay it off for big man, and he's gonna shoot. The saves, and it's gonna spill out to someone like Martinelli, who is going to score the tap in, and that will like give everyone hope. Like, okay, Arsenal, they're the comeback kings. You know, they did this against Fulham. They're gonna hold on. Blah blah blah. And then a substitute. Oh, big man. He's gonna be all. Yeah. Big man Rashford dips. Hey, that's gonna see her. Dips past one. And it's a goal. And it's the big man. And we're all like, and it's gonna be. I think Ronaldo's gonna score. I think Ronaldo's gonna score at the end to bring the point somewhere in the like 89th minute, going to 90. Be a call hero, and yeah, limbs all over. And I think there'll be an offside goal as well. I don't know, like Arsenal, just Arsenal, Man United. A lot of things will happen, but I mean, I said there'll be a boring part of the game where it'll be like pass back, you in front, you pass it back, the keeper gets it, take it back again, pass back, passing, you know, cautious passing. That will be in the space of when United will be 2-1 down, because they do want to do what they just did and misplace the ball, because I mean confidence will be low, this and that. But I mean, like, Ronaldo is going to get his first Premier League goal this season, and it's going to be limbs all over, and Arsenal draw points against Manchester United. And this will be a funny stat. Man United will be the only team in the Premier League that Liverpool, Manchester City, and now Arsenal are going to draw points when they're either on a winning streak or on an unbeaten run. Manchester United did that when Liverpool on a 27-game winning streak in the Premier League to make them draw points. That was the 2019-20 season when they won the Premier League, and they're also that was when they drew with Manchester City when they were on a 20, I think, was it 29 game winning unbeaten run, where they just won or drew, but then United beat them, and then it's like, what this? That was Ollie's time. I think you remember that. It was that season when Edison just made stupid mistakes. And then this will be the third time Man United have stopped a team who are either unbeaten or on a winning streak. So it's gonna be a wild game. So that's my prediction. Hope you enjoyed the video. The other games I'm too late for that, but I'll do some Champions League predictions, and also this is what my friend said. Oh, I hate you. I hate you. You're gonna watch. I hate you. I hate you. I hate you. I just hate you, bro. Like, why the fuck would you think this? Like, why? Like, why? Why? This is me, your boy TWG. Hope you enjoyed the video. Be sure to like if you do. Comment to tell me how it was. How do you like this sort of like long explanation with one big game? I can do this more often. I like talking. But yeah, thank you so much, and peace. I am proud of that. wait, Sue. I want to sue. Oh my. Can I jump? Let's see. Sue. Sue. Oh shit.